I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All 6 of them.
This is another PayPal request, this time from a man named Robert Correa. Thank you very much for the PayPal request. Anyone who's ever interested in joining my Patreon or PayPal request, the links are down below. But he had me watch The Plague Dogs, which is a 1982 animated film based on a book. This is without a doubt one of the most depressing, dreary, hopeless fucking movies I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I feel like I'm gonna be sick again. This is a movie that feels like you need to be in therapy after watching the goddamn movie. I get its merits. I do. If people want to watch a very adult animated film that's very slow, very depressing, dreary, hopeless, and a big stab on animal research, testing, and you really want a film that's a one-bit bummer. The animation for 1982, it looks like rotoscoping. I don't think it is, but that's what it looks like. It's fairly well done animation. It has some surprisingly hard-hitting graphic. I mean, the very first scene, we're watching an animated dog being drowned and then resuscitated as part of this animal research facility. Or this dead dog gets scooped up. I mean, you have people getting killed. I mean, there's a scene where a guy's like, hey, come on, doggy. And the doggy goes up and he accidentally hits the trigger of a gun and all of a sudden, and a guy covers his face and there's fucking blood all over. Imagine this, and there's a shitload of blood covering the hands and face. It's like, god fucking damn, man. So, it's in the tradition of Watership Down and those kind of flicks. Again, I get the merit, and it's cool that people like the film. It's not a badly made film. It's the voice acting. I mean, John Hurt from Alien, among many others. He's the voice of one of the 2 main dogs. It's not bad voice acting. It's not bad animation wise. It's a very serious film. But man, either you're with it or you're not. And this just was not for me. I think this comes down to, it's not a bad movie. It's just not my cup of tea. At fucking all. At fucking all. And the movie, you're supposed to be mad, and you're supposed to be angry, or you're supposed to be depressed. But I don't go for movies to feel that. Sometimes I could deal with that in a movie. Requiem for a Dream I really enjoy. But this makes Requiem for a Dream look like Mr. Rogers' fucking Neighborhood. One thing I do think the movie has a problem with, though, is its pacing. I do think one flaw for the film, it's very, very slow. It's a very slow film. And honestly, I looked at this film could have been just an hour long. With the little amount of stuff it truly has, it could be an hour-long movie. But at least the version I saw is like an hour and 39 minutes. At least that was the version he wanted me to see. And yeah, I say that because not a whole lot happens. Pretty much it's the story of these two dogs. They escape from this animal research facility. And then for like an hour and 40 minutes, 35 minutes, they fucking starve. And they're looking for food, and they're starving some more, and they're looking for food, and once in a while something happens. Like we see a flashback where John Hurt's owner died saving him. Or they have killed sheep for food. They meet a fox named Todd. And the fox will leave, then come back, then leave, then come back. The scene where a nice guy's like, come on, doggy, to John Hurt that dog. And the dog comes up and accidentally hits the fucking shotgun and kills the guy. I'm like, there's also multiple times where I'm like, these dogs could make it. But because they're so fucking stupid or they have the shittiest of luck, they screw it up. There's a point where they wreck the inside of this guy's car. From time to time, we'll hear dialogue of the humans saying, oh, this animal research facility these dogs escaped out of, and oh, what if they have some type of rabies, what if they have some plague, what if they're sick, blah, 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 blah. There's a moment where a fox steers a guy who's shooting at one of the dogs, and the guy falls to his death. And you get the idea that the two dogs ate the dead body because a helicopter comes by and sees the dead body, and we see that it's been eaten a little bit. So, yeah, it could be a fairly graphic film. But again, there's so much where it's like nothing is really happening, and the movie wants to label itself as an adventure. I call bullshit. There's not much of an adventure to it. They're pretty much looking like they're in the same fucking spot for most of the film. Then at one point there's a snowstorm. Then at the end of the film they're being chased. They go into the water. They say, oh, we see an island. No, we don't. Oh, maybe we do see an island. They go off to the fog. And then it's supposed to be ambiguous because then in the end credits you see an island. But the fucking director did an interview where he said, no, they fucking died. And apparently the book was a much happier ending in the book. And the director said, no, I'm not using that ending because that's not real enough. So yeah, the director's one of those guys. He must have fucking loved Alien 3. Director of this probably thinks Alien 3 is the best movie of all time. Again, I give credit to the animation. I give credit to its ballsy demeanor and some of its graphicness. And, you know, it's a movie that doesn't pull punches. And if that's a movie that interests you, that's fine. To me, though, I'm like, this is like being in fucking therapy. And I didn't ask to be in fucking therapy. That's what it feels. It's just, it's hopeless, it's dreary, it's depressing, it's way too fucking slow. To the point it got rather boring. And that's the thing, it got rather fucking boring. That's why I call bullshit of it being an adventure. No one makes it out of it. Even the fucking fox dies. And the fox actually does the right thing and becomes a diversion so the dogs will get away. And then you hope at least the fox will make it. But no, the fox fucking dies too. Because it goes over a thing, then the dogs go over, and then the human, you see it raise the tail, it got a fox. So even the fox fucking dies. And then, oh, well, the end is ambiguous, so maybe they made it. No, most people, if you asked about that movie, no, they died, and if really the end credits, it's fucking heaven, or their end of their suffering, or whatever the hell you want to put your 2 cents into, both pennies. Rather put 2 pennies up my ass and try to make change out of my mouth. Maybe a quarter will pop out. This is just not my cup of tea. This is not my kind of movie. And you say this review sucks. That's fine. I only did this because Robert Correa wanted my thoughts on this. And again, it's not a badly made film. I'm just saying this is not my cup of tea of a movie at all. Someone to be part of a carnival ride. Someone want to watch a funeral. I'm not the guy that wants to watch a funeral. I want to be on the carnival ride, especially with a woman on my face. But you know, different strokes for different folks. I mean, I would laugh if they try to remake this for live action. I'm like, how the fuck did they get away with that? But yeah, there's not much I can say about it. Again, it's too slow. There's a lot of dead air, as it feels like. It could be truncated to an hour-long movie. I would, looking into what the ending of the book is, I would prefer them using that. Oh, it's real. Bullshit. It's a fucking movie about dogs that talk. If you want to be fucking real, you shouldn't have had the dogs talk then. Don't give me this real shit when you have dogs talking. Come on now. And yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. So yeah, it's a rant, but rant for personal preference, not for merit of the motion picture. But thanks once again, Robert Correa, for the PayPal request. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.